Hello there, and welcome to Dr. T for today, January the 31st. We are done the first month of 2017, and I don't even understand how that's possible. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, stage 1, pretty straightforward. You run in there, and you throw some smokes, and you go in a straight line, and you win. It is a single shock on the two machine guns for, obvious reasons. Unless, you're smoking tanks in there, in which case don't even worry about the machine guns. Why are you smoking tanks in there, though? You could just blow the machine. Anyways, moving on to stage 2. Kind of easy, kind of not. This will test your low account GBE, because you're going to need to do 2 shocks, but the hit points on the HQ is still really nice and low, so it should not be an issue to, if you can get back there and throw 2 shocks, you've got a nice easy win. And really, you probably don't even need 2 shocks. You can get away with 1 shock and maybe a heal, because of the 1 mortar. As you can see, it's firing on my troops there. My troops don't seem to give a flying Chuck. Yeah, Chuck. Chuck is Phil's cousin, in case you don't know Chuck. So, anyways, you can go around that way, and everybody lives happily ever after. Stage 3, if you were able to do the other one, might be in the cards for you. And I say might because, as you can see, you can farm up a little bit of extra GBE. And it's only 3 smokes that you really need to get on top of that HQ. But it's 2 shocks, and it's 2 shocks for a really, really long time. The hit points is jacked way up on this HQ, so if you throw 2 shocks there and there, you're not going to have anything shooting at your warriors. Like, they're going to have time, but you might have to, double shock like that to just keep going. Now, here's the good thing. The majority of the damage, if you can't double shock, you can only get the 1 shock on there. It's a cannon and a boom cannon, so they're going to fire once, every 4 seconds. You're going to lose some warriors, but the flamethrowers are really far away, the machine gun's far away, so you might be able to pull it off with still relatively low troops and losses and everything, which is obviously fantastic. Now, stage 4 is where things are starting to get for serious. As you can see, I threw a barrage to take out the mines. The mines is what I was aiming for, but instead I got the boom cannons. Awkward. The thing is, even if you can't take out those boom cannons, you don't have to, because you can envelop those boom cannons in the shock. See, as you can see, those 2 shocks I threw right there would have hit 1 of each boom cannon, and those 2 shocks with some critters over by the sniper tower will hopefully get you right through stage 4 with hopefully very few losses. And ironically, stage 4 has half the hit points of stage 3. So if you can do 3, you'll probably get 4, as long as you got the GB to kind of, get up there. Okay, stage 5, dropping everything on the beach, covering everything up on the beach. Very happy with my 2 smoke landing there. I actually saw it and watched it a second time, because I was like, I never do that, right? What the heck happened? I don't get it. But when it works right, it's a pleasure to view, especially, for me, when I've actually done it, because I try so hard. So if you can get up here, it's kind of a 2 shock, kind of a 1 shock, or no shock. You could throw some critters. The cannon and the sniper tower in the south, you could probably leave to deal with just a box of critters, and then shock the stuff over on the left hand side. Be careful when you're taking out those mortars, you don't shock too many of your warriors. And then move on to stage 6. Stage 6 took a bit of a funny route, I guess. I cleared the mines out from, I guess, depending on what you would call 3 o'clock. It's either 3 o'clock if you use the beach as 6, or I would call that like maybe 4:30. Whatever. Clear out the mines I cleared out, and then you can troll right up this nice, easy little path onto the rocket launcher, and from there just hop over onto the HQ. And then once you're on said HQ, it's like a 3-shock, throw some critters if you want to be paranoid and extra safe. Which, you know, why not? If you got the GB, do it. And you're going to get a nice easy win on stage 6. As always, well, not always, and actually, because it's not always, this is why I'm actually mentioning it. I'm rolling through completely unboosted, no damage boosts, no GBE boost, no anything boost. Well, okay, my loot is boosted because, you know, Daddy needs a new set of flamethrowers. Anyways, stage 7, 1 barrage around the HQ, just because there's a boom mine and a couple other mines. You can probably get away without that if you're willing to absorb a couple of losses. But I figured, you know what? I've got 0 losses up until now. I want to push the envelope. I want to try pulling this off, if I at all possibly can, with 0 losses. Now, come on, it's stage 7. Of course I'm not going to be able to do that when I'm not boosted. Now, if I was boosted, we might be having a different conversation here. And really, it's this section right here. That's the only part that hosed me. For some reason, I had a couple of troops that decided, nope, we're going around all of the defenses. I probably could have placed my smoke a little bit better to, you know, work with it, but it is what it is. Anyways, thanks guys for watching. Hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully it's been entertaining. And most importantly, hopefully you guys have a fantastic day. P.S. Be really careful with those 3 shocks because they're pretty tight.